What's up, Fourth String Podcast? First episode. We're about to start week 3. I'm your host, Max. Christian, go.
All right, I'm Christian. I have the most elite ball knowledge in this podcast. All right, so whatever any of these other fellas say, don't believe it, guys.
Will, go.
Will.
Will, go. You're muted.
Oh. I'm Will. If anybody says something correct through this whole time, it's gonna be me, because everybody else just says what they think and not what's actually true, because everybody else in here is stupid. And yeah.
And who's in the background, Will?
Oh, that's my roommate Garrett in the back.
Levi.
He's tugging it.
Levi.
He's tugging it.
Levi, go.
I'm Levi. I like to think I know ball, but no, you all
Who
may
knows
say
balls?
otherwise.
All right. Alright, does anyone want to kick us off, or do you want me to?
Max, you got it.
WCI.
Max can go first.
Question numero uno. Is it too early to call the Colts good? I don't think it is. Danny Dimes is averaging 294 passing yards a game, okay? I think that this has shown that Daniel Jones is a good quarterback, and he was in a bad system. Even Saquon, granted, he had some good stats for the Giants, but even Saquon couldn't win games.
Oh my God.
And he's the best in the league. And he's the best
You're
Look,
bro. How are you
Best-
opening up the
best in the
very
league?
first topic with a horrible take? The very first take in history.
Daniel Jones went into this season plus 15,000 MVP odds. He's already doubled. His MVP odds are now doubled. They're already up to plus 7,500, bro. He has literally doubled his chance for MVP. You gotta think about the fact he's also an actual short rushing threat. Like short yardage rushing, he's a genuine threat. If you watch these Colts games, he is effectively running the ball 5 to 10 yards. He's not like out here being Lamar Jackson, Michael Vick, running around in circles, but like he can capitalize on a spread out defense and actually be able to take that yardage gain, you know? He looks like a genuine MVP candidate right now, and I'm saying it right now, if Daniel Jones continues to play at the level he is at, the Colts are winning the bowl, and he's winning MVP. If Daniel Jones stays at this level, if he stays at this level and does not drop.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, let me tell you, bro.
I mean,
Is it too early? Is it too early to call the Colts good? The answer is yes. It's easily yes, because if you look at the 2024 Saints, same scenario. Started off 2-0. Derek Carr threw 200 plus yards in both games. If you look at his QBR, it's almost, I wouldn't say identical, but it's very similar to the situation going on with the Colts right now. And you know what they ended their season? 5-12. So, and they ended up actually being trash. Not only like did they end 5, but they're bad, bro. They're bad. They beat the Browns though.
You know who they didn't?
But-
What they didn't do? Have Danny Dimes throw for a very good game against the unarguable best pass defense in the league, known as the Denver Broncos.
well, okay. I mean, I still think it's personally too early as well, but
It's
I
week
do.
2.
Yeah, it's week 2. It's week 2. There is still 16 more weeks of football, 15 games. So, will I say they are in the better half of the rankings? 100%, no doubt about it. I'd say they are like skill-wise, power ranking-wise. I'd give them above Seahawks and Falcons, but I don't think they're better than the Broncos, despite them winning. I don't. I genuinely don't. I think that was just a lucky game.
Crazy take.
No, I think they're like top 12.
Incorrect take, actually.
But you gotta look at JT. Like he's got the most rushing yards so far. Daniel Jones has the most quarterback rushes and touchdowns. Like they can run the ball good.
That's an elite analysis from Levi. I'm glad that he's on my side. And also, you gotta look. Their strength of schedule isn't that bad. Like they're able to win some games. Like yes, week 1 they played a really bad Dolphins team. Okay, a really bad Dolphins team. We'll get into that later. Okay,
That is true.
but like
Levi making a face like that's not true.
And so, like, the Broncos one was close.
Levi's
Granted, there was some people angry about the leverage call, okay? Even though that's a correct call. And yes, it was not really the Colts' fault that they won that. I could hear that argument out. Like, they won because the Broncos decided to sell with that leverage call. But, like, their schedule only gets easier. I'm looking at it right now. This week, they play the Titans. Easy dub. That's an easy win. Okay? The Rams is going to be difficult. But then you got Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers look good. Then you play the Titans again, Steelers, Falcons. Like, Chiefs is hard, but, like, they have a pretty easy schedule. They are very well set off to potentially, and I would dare say, will win a very weak AFC South. They have no real division competition, and I think it is very easy to say that they will win their division. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like a Buccaneers situation where they win it with, like, 9 to 10 wins and then just losing the wild card again, but, like, they're definitely a playoff team. They are a playoff team. And that is unarguable. Also, Daniel Jones has been amazing in fantasy football, just saying. He's dropped back to I think he's currently the highest scoring fantasy quarterback across.
All right, bro. Moving on, bro. Moving on.
The only other person that's got more points is Lamar Jackson in fantasy football.
Makes sense, yeah. And I don't think that I don't think that puts him down. I think that just brings him up.
That is literally just because Lamar Jackson is just crazy.
Exactly.
And he's on a generational run.
All right. So question numero dos, and I'll kick us off again. Are the Packers actually contenders? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. I think that the week 1 win. After week 1 when they beat the Lions, it hurt to say. Look, it hurt to say. A lot of people after week 1 were like, okay, that's a good win, but like maybe the Lions just aren't going to be good this year because like maybe that's not a difficult game, and so maybe the coordinators mattered more. But week 2,
Ben Johnson
Week 2 on the Lions showed that they're still a good team. Yes, the Bears defense was injured, but 52 points is 52 points. And, like, this isn't even me trying to glaze the Lions. This is me putting up the Packers. Because they shut down the Lions. The Lions looked embarrassing on that field. And in week 2, we saw that was not a down quality of the Lions. That was a positive of the Packers. And week 2 just showed that even more through the Commanders. Because the Commanders had a very electric offense last year. All right, bro. They had a very good offense
He's
last year.
glazing.
JD5. I'm glazing the Commanders now. The Commanders were really good last year. And this year, the Packers made them look bad, okay? The Packers made them look bad. I think if the Packers' defense continues to play like this, the defense will get them there. I think that their offense is very slightly above average. They don't have a clear wide receiver 1 threat. Jordan Love is not the best, but their defense is playing at a level that's able to keep them contenders. And even if you look at like Tom Brady's Patriots, the vast majority of the time that he won the bowl, it was with a top 8, top 10 defense. Because defenses win championships, bro. That's what defenses win championships, bro. Micah Parsons is still mid, though. I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, Micah Parsons just made y'all team look like butt, but on a snap count, too.
He got 1 sack in garbage time. That's all I'll say.
All right, so here's what I think. Green Bay, they made 2 statement wins to open up the season, but they're just as much contenders as the Colts because it's only week 2, and it's too early to call somebody a contender in week 2 because, like I said before, the Saints, people are like, oh, this is, bro, it's buns, bro. I'm not saying it's a bad team because they're definitely good, but you can't just say it's a contender because you never know how many games they're about to lose. Yeah.
I agree. Packers are 100% be contenders. Like, they're a really good team.
They're definitely playoff. They're definitely playoff contenders.
Yeah, if they don't win their division, they're getting a wild card 100%. And the only team that's competing with them in their division is the Lions. So, and they already have They already have the 50-50 for it.
The best they can do is split the series because if the Lions beat them again, then the tiebreaker, because record is number 1. But the second tiebreaker is it's either division wins, like your division record.
I think it's division wins.
I think tiebreaker 2 is your series. So like, did you beat them? And so, because last year, that's why the Lions had secured the division because they were 6-0 in the division. They did not win. They did not lose a divisional matchup last year. But this year, the most they can do is split the series with the Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I agree that Packers are going to be contenders. They're all like the entire team's playing very good football right now at this moment. And Micah Parsons, he's been on snap counts. Like he's literally getting taken out of the game after playing like one or two snaps
I will
sometimes.
say
So
if you watch him on the Cowboys, he was always on a snap count. Not like a hard set one, but he has very bad stamina. You can tell even the drives where he stays in for a prolonged period of time. Towards the end of his drive on there, you can visually see him getting very tired. He's running slower. He has always had a stamina problem, and that's coming.
yeah,
Trust me, my dad yells about it a lot because he's a Cowboys fan. That is all he screams about. He was glad when they got rid
yeah.
of Micah because he did not like Micah Parsons at all.
Yeah, I think the only team in the entire conference that is going to be in competition with them is the Eagles
It
and
sounds to
Lions.
me like your dad is just racist because Michael Parsons was definitely one of the best players
What are
on
you
the team.
talking about? My dad loves CeeDee Lamb
CD.
and Dak Prescott.
Yeah, it's,
He dislikes
Dak
Micah
Prescott's
because of
not
a
black.
work issue. Micah Parsons has a very bad work ethic, and if you can see
Yeah.
that, like players request trades, but not very often do players get so angry and lazy with their current team that they're seen laying on a training bench. I don't think Micah Parsons has the drive to ever make him in the question for number one edge rusher. Like that's a different topic, but he doesn't have the drive that a dude like T.J. Watt or Myles Garrett does. And I think that's why he doesn't take over games. He'll get the sack, but he's not going to win you the game.
all right. So I think Levi, it's your turn now. What's your opinion?
Well, I've been a believer for them for years now. And I think the Parsons thing just like enhances that. Like they've always had a great team. Like they've never had a bad team.
Yeah.
Why are y'all making those faces?
Hold up.
All right. While he's doing that, okay. Who do y'all think is winning the division? Y'all think it's going to be the Packers or the Lions?
It's got to be the Packers. The Vikings suck. The Bears
I
suck, and
would
they already
say
beat the Lions. Like
I
that's
would
it.
say yeah, I would say they're definitely the like if I had to put my money on somebody, it would definitely be the Packers, but it's
Like
gonna be close.
I see them getting top two seeds. One of the top
Yeah.
two, definitely.
Yeah. I think it's going to be very close between the two teams. Both are very talented teams, but I think Packers do have a slight edge, mainly because of the record. But
And also,
And the Packers do have.
the Packers have the vast advantage of strength of schedule. The Lions are tied for second hardest strength of schedule. Number one's the Giants, based on win percentage of last season. Number one's the Giants, and Lions Bears are tied at 2, based on the last season's win percentage of opponents, which isn't always a perfect metric. It changes a lot, but the Lions definitely have a much harder schedule. They play pretty much every Super Bowl. I think they play literally every single unanimous Super Bowl contending team this year. I don't know about the Packers. I don't know their schedule off the top of my head, but I think also that you have to give the Lions some credit because Lambeau Field is a difficult field to play in. Lambeau Field is definitely one of the it's definitely one of the NFL stadiums with more home field advantage than others. They have a very loyal fan base, and that makes away games, especially in a division rivalry as heated as the Lions and Packers gets. It's not as heated as the Bears and Packers, but it definitely does make it a little bit more. But staying in the NFC North, do you guys think, and someone else can start this?
I got it, bro. I got it.
Hey, do the Vikings need to be worried about J.J. McCarthy? Is it a pressing issue that they have to be worried about?
Yes. JJ McCarthy is not skilled. He's low skill, low talent player. And let me tell you why. First of all, I don't like him. Second off, honestly, they need to be looking for a solid veteran quarterback so he can learn behind
Don't
them.
they have Carson Wentz? Don't they have Carson Wentz as their QB2?
Carson Wentz is mid. Let me tell
What are you talking about?
No,
He was
listen.
the Eagles
Bro.
playoffs.
Oh my God.
Whoa! We're saying that the dude that
Chill.
would have still won a
Let me hey.
Good.
Listen, I have the talking thing. Listen. So he's not great when he's not injured, and obviously he is injury prone. But even just watching him play, he can't make reads. He's sporadic in the pocket, and under pressure, he's just trigger happy. He just doesn't know what to do, and when he does throw the ball, it's just an inaccurate pass. So if the stats might not show it as much as just watching the actual game, he can't create anything in the backfield. He can't find open receivers downfield, and most of all, he can't find the best wide receiver in the NFL. as often as he should be. I feel
That's
like
completely
personally, if I had Justin Jefferson 50 yards down the field, I don't care who's covering him, I'm gonna throw it up.
That's completely accurate. And also, you got to look at it like as a Justin Jefferson fantasy owner myself. He does not understand that Jefferson is on that field. I think JJ is going into it with the mindset that he had in college because we got to remember he's a full year removed of playing a real game of football, and so I think that he kind of lost that mindset of like going into the Vikings. He was probably hyped. Oh, I got Justin Jefferson. I got Jordan Addison. And granted, Jordan Addison being suspended isn't giving him a lot of help, and it's allowing teams to focus a lot more on Jefferson. But he's completely ignoring him and acting like he's not on the field.
Yeah.
And if
I
he doesn't
mean,
fix
we
that and build an actual connection, because it's the same issue we're seeing right now with Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr., where there's no QB wide receiver connection. And if that does not stay, he will continue to be bad. I also, looking at last
we
week's game, no, week one's game against, it was this week's game against the Atlanta Falcons. He had a QBR or a passer rating, of 37.5. Do you know what passer rating you get if you spike the football every single down?
39.
You get a 39.6. He was 2.1 passer rating lower than if he had spiked the ball every play. And that is bad. That is not good. Especially at a
Yeah.
solid offense. And the Falcons' defense is not the worst, but it's also not the best. Like, they have Jesse Bates. They have a solid defense. Their defensive line got bolstered a lot in the draft this year. But, like, they are by no means an elite defense. And so when they play someone like the Packers twice a year, they're going to be they're not going to know what to do. And I think that a lot is going to happen when Carson Wentz plays this week, presumably, since JJ's doubtful with the ankle sprain issue. If Carson Wentz balls out this week, I think there is a serious chance that JJ's starting spot is in the risk. I think there's a very strong chance Carson Wentz will get a Sam Darnold-esque spot because Sam Darnold managed to get 14 wins with this team that JJ has yet to get a good game with.
We also got to mention, though, last year they had Sam Darnold at quarterback. Just like that wide receiver core made Sam Darnold, of all people, look good. Like he is a genuine bum, and that is being showed. Like what, he starts for the Seahawks right now,
It is the
right?
Seahawks with Cooper Kupp
What?
as his wide receiver 1 and JSN as his wide receiver 2.
No. JSN is 100. No, he is like the cut wide receiver 1. Cooper Kupp, he is looking so slow on his routes. He does not look like he's got the work ethic that he has like on the Rams or anything.
Wheelchair out there.
Yeah, like what? He's in his 30s, right? Like 33, I think.
Yeah, he's like getting
Like he is old. Like he. This is probably gonna be his last year, and like his production is showing. Like he is not getting.
What's he on? He'll probably
No
pay out
clue.
his contract, whatever the new contract.
He's gonna, bro. He's fragile.
He's
bro.
gonna
He's
be
fragile.
just depth. He's just gonna be a depth wide receiver. Like he's
honestly
not good.
play a Julio Jones role on the Eagles. How Julio Jones was the wide receiver,
Like a
on the
mentor.
Eagles, but he like never really
Yeah.
came in that much. He was just kind of veteran presence. I could very much see Cooper Kupp off that because I mean he's pretty far removed because it was what 2020, 2021 when he had the season that almost broke Megatron's record. That was what 2021 because that was the year they won the Super Bowl, right? With the Rams. It would have been 2021, yeah, because 2020 was this.
I don't remember.
And that it was that first year with Stafford that they won the bowl. So it would have been the 2020 to 2021 NFL season. Because he was only a few hundred yards off of breaking the record.
It might have been 19 to 20.
It might have been. I remember. I think it was 2020, the summer of 2020, when Stafford got traded to the Rams.
Yeah. I mean, this entire week, QB performances have been really bad, to be honest. Like, because you had Geno throw no touchdown.
I know a quarterback that did good.
Yeah, I also
Who's
know
that?
a quarterback that did good.
Who's that?
Danny Dimes.
I know a quarterback that did good.
Jeez.
Oh shoot!
Oh, Mr.
Bro's golfing it.
Mr. 300
Is that Matt Stafford? Is that Matt
We
Stafford?
don't speak that name right here, bro. We don't speak that name right here.
My bad.
Oh, is that a traitor? Is that a traitor?
Mr. Perfect Passing. Nah, he's not a traitor. Ben Johnson is. He's not. Stafford's kids are Lions fans. His kids, whenever the Lions play the Rams, ask him whether or not they're rooting for the Lions or Dad this week. Stafford's still a Lion at heart, bro. He lives in Detroit in the offseason.
I live at my house in the offseason.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful
Well,
analysis there.
yeah. We
Let's hear
we,
what
we got a
Boston
Browns
thought.
fan. We got a Browns fan giving
Let's hear
QB
it.
talk.
I think the only talk that a Browns fan can do is how to ruin one. Maybe a Bears
We
fan.
we
Maybe a Bears fan can. We gotta hear Levi's thoughts on this, bro. He's been quiet. What you think about JJ, Levi?
Okay, well, the first three quarters of week one, he played probably one of the worst football I've ever seen.
Oh
I'm sorry,
yeah,
I can't
true,
remember.
true.
My phone is on a charger right now.
Bro, it's chill, bro.
Okay, but in those three quarters, he only targeted JJ one time, or Jefferson, or three
Yeah.
times. I'm sorry, he only targeted him
Yeah.
three times. Like, how do you have the best receiver in the league and you don't even look at him?
Second
Like, how does
best.
that work?
that's arguable. Malik Neighbors.
Cedric Tillman.
Malik Neighbors.
Pause. Cedric Tillman's a joke. Are you being serious with
Wait.
Malik Neighbors? Are you being serious with Malik
Bro,
Neighbors?
have you seen Malik Neighbors the last 2 weeks?
Wanda
Bro,
Robinson
he
played a
caught the
better game
ball
than
with
him
his
last
helmet.
week.
He caught the ball with his helmet,
I've
bruh.
seen every wide receiver do that before, bro.
Bro, I seen Cole Beasley do that. I seen-
Bro, he sent the game to overtime. Do you not see that?
Yes, I saw.
I seen Cole Beasley do that at like 38 years
Wait,
old.
Christian, who won that game?
Hey, bro.
True.
I-
Malik
I'm
Neighbors
not
sold.
claiming to be a Giants fan. I'm just saying Malik Neighbors is crazy, bro. Like he is crazy.
He's not even top 3.
He is good,
He's
no.
arguably top 3.
I'll give him top
I'd give him 5.
6 or 7. Top 6 or 7.
I'd give him 5th. I would give Malik Neighbors 5. I'll hear out a number 5.
My
with
bad.
Malik Neighbors. But like last week, Wando Robinson outperformed. I don't know stat wise he did, but he outperformed him like by the eye test. The eye test, Wando Robinson did so much better. And
No.
the stats were about similar.
No,
Yes. Yes,
no,
they
we're
I'm pulling up the stats right now.
I am
Alright,
too, bro.
alright.
No, they were not similar.
They literally were because they had similar fantasy points. I didn't look at the actual stat lines.
It was like
Alright,
a 10
while he's
point
looking
difference,
at
bro.
the stats, Levi.
Yeah.
Levi, I'm ask this next question because Max is a little preoccupied. So what do we make of Justin Fields' complete 180 in week 2? All right. So week 1, he was he performed pretty well. Week 2 was not very good, bro. But I should know. I played against him in fantasy.
Before you answer that, Levi,
Oh,
Christian,
my
I'm gonna
God.
read out Malik Neighbors 9 catches for.
Looking at the stats,
167.
bro.
Malik Neighbors had 9 catches for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns on 13 targets. Wandale had 8 catches for 142 yards and a touchdown on 10 targets. If you completely remove that last play that he had to go into overtime, which was not at all a Malik Neighbors skill, it was a Cowboys defense
Holy
being
lag.
not at all clutch. Wandale Robinson put up a better game than him because that is a 50-yard touchdown just removed. Wandale Robinson outperformed Malik Neighbors last week. Malik Neighbors is not.
So I have a question. Who was covering Malik Neighbors and who was covering Wandale Robinson?
I don't know, bro.
Because Wandale Robinson's the wide receiver 3, by the way. So he has the 3rd corner on that depth chart, and not the very deep depth chart.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
This is not Madden. This is not Madden, bro.
That's exactly how it works, bro.
We're in zone coverage too, bro.
Yeah.
That's not how real life works.
Bro, we're not gonna get into the schematics.
Defenses work,
Bro,
Christian.
oh my, bro, this
Max,
is
when
not,
it comes to arguing,
Levi, answer the question. Will.
Alright,
Bro. What do we make of Justin Fields'
Bro,
180?
what exactly?
Okay, it's the same old Jets. No matter what they do, they're gonna be a poverty franchise.
Same old Jets.
Yeah, it's the same old Jets.
Coming from a Miami Dolphins fan.
Okay.
You're a Browns fan.
Well, okay.
Will. Shut up.
hey, bro.
Week 1, Fields only looked good because he's playing his previous team. He knows how that defense works. That's what the team he practices against. Every week,
I wrote that.
He
I wrote
knows
that.
He knows that defense. And so, like, whenever he's going against a legit team, like, he just falls apart. But yeah, that's
All right,
the
so
Jets will never change.
so personally, what I think is Justin Fields. Right, I love Justin Fields. I always like Justin Fields is one of my favorite Ohio State quarterbacks of all time. So anyways, that's not what we're talking about though. He's very similar to basically any other NFL quarterback. He's skilled, but he's not the answer for any franchise. Like except maybe if you put him on like the Eagles. But I would say that he's not the answer for the franchise. I don't know if they were.
Did you just say Justin Fields is
But,
the answer to the Philadelphia Eagles?
Where's the mute button, bro? Where's the mute button?
no,
Can we deafen this
I'm
guy?
not. I'm
Wait.
I'm not
Yeah, where's
saying
the mute button?
I'm not saying he's the answer. I'm just saying that he would be able to do the same. Like they would win the same amount of games. The Jets are just buns. All right. He's in a bad situation. He's not making it any better. He's not making it any better. All right. He doesn't have, especially at where he's at now. He has no more potential for development. And he's just currently. I feel like he's just being used as a placeholder until they get more money or something. I don't really know what they're planning because they haven't.
Or was that Sam Darnold? No,
How
that
many?
was Sam Darnold that signed a 4-year deal. He signed a 2-year deal.
I don't know. I'm not paying attention to that.
My thoughts on Justin Fields. He was amazing on the Bears, right? He was the only reason why they could win a game because he was
Oh,
a running back, basically.
He did do.
He
good
was a
on the
running
Bears.
back. He was a running back. All right. So his future in the NFL, right? Hear me out. Hear me out. This is what he's gonna have to do. He's gonna have to be the Jets running back. All right. And they're gonna put Tyrod Taylor at QB.
Brees Hall and Braylon Allen.
He's a bum. He's a bum. Okay. Braylon Allen. He is a bum.
Did you just say
He is
Braylon Allen is better than Brees Hall?
100%. 100 skill wise. 100%.
What am I? This guy? Are you clip farming right now? This guy's clip.
What's
farming
clip,
right
bro?
now.
I'm not clip farming. Brees Hall, good his first couple of years. Terrible last year. Did nothing. Absolutely nothing. This year, he had one good game.
He did
Right?
bad. They've played 2 games. That's 50% of the games he played good. Last year he had a bad year, and that's just stat wise because the Jets thought that they had prime Aaron Rodgers and wanted him to try and win every game for them. It's because the scheming was bad. What are you talking about? Brees Hall is now worse than Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen's good, don't get me wrong, especially for only being 21 years old now. But Brees Hall is very good and young. He's only 24. He has, if he continues to play at the level that he did before the Aaron Rodgers setback, he has another 5 to 6 good years in the NFL.
Okay, so I have a question. For you. Derrick Henry, right? Week 1 against the Bills. How many rushing yards did he put up?
I don't know, off the top of my head, probably a lot.
It was close to 200, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to know how many rushing yards Brees Hall had against the Bills?
How many?
29 on 10 attempts.
Let's use that same
That's 2
argument.
point.
How many yards did Derrick Henry put up last week? Does that make Derrick Henry a bum? No. Like what?
The same team that shut out the other. Who did they play week 1? They shut Chase Brown out too.
The Jets.
Yeah, well, that's also the Jets O line versus the Ravens O line.
The what are you talking? Like what? The Ravens offense allows for a more open run game because the defense has to primarily focus on Lamar as well. So it opens Derrick Henry up a little bit. The Jets, no one's worried about the passing game. So like they're able to focus on Brees Hall a little bit more. What are you talking about? Are you aware how defensive scheming works when you're planning for a team? You make the biggest threat your biggest priority. Like what? Braylon Allen is not better than
Brees Hall and Brees Hall is the biggest threat on that team.
Compared to I'll be the first to say Aaron Rodgers is still good, but he is by no means that big of a threat. If you can stop Brees Hall,
This is on the Jets.
Last year he was. I meant last
Yeah, we're
year,
talking about this year. What?
And this year Justin Fields isn't a threat. What are you talking about?
Garrett Wilson.
Who's throwing him the football? Who's throwing him the football?
Justin Fields. Did you not hear the stats that he had week 1? It's not like he had a bad game.
Remind me how many fantasy points he had last week?
Okay,
I could
fantasy
tell
points
you how
don't matter,
many.
bro.
I don't know the yardage.
I played against him.
He had a little under 100 yards, 7 catches, and a touchdown.
And a fumble lost.
No, it's Garrett
I
Wilson.
thought we were talking about Fields. I had Wilson.
Fields had 218 passing yards and passing touchdown, and then 48 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns on the ground.
He also had multiple turnovers, didn't he?
He didn't throw a pick. He just had 1 fumble.
Because he only had 3.96 fantasy points. Because I played against him in a league.
What? This week, yeah. Last week he had like 24.
This week is. Holy moly, bro! I'm talking about week 2. I'm not talking about week 1.
Week two, he got injured. He got a concussion, bro.
Yeah, it was late in the game.
The reason why he's not good. He's injury prone. And he didn't.
This is
get
his first injury in the NFL. This is his first big injury in the NFL. What do you mean injury prone?
He's injury
All right,
prone
bro.
because of his play style. He
All right.
doesn't play injury
All right.
conscious.
Neither did Lamar Jackson his first couple of years.
Oh my. Bro, moving on.
I've yet to
Josh
answer
Allen
that
doesn't.
question, but I think-
Josh Allen doesn't play injury
The
cautious.
question the question was about Justin Fields. What?
Justin Fields, look, Justin Fields, we got off topic, bro, because Christian don't know how good Brees Hall is. He's sleeping on him. But what I make of
I don't
Justin
care
Fields
about
complete
Brees Hall.
180 is that Justin Fields still sucks. He's always sucked. He did decent on the Bears, but he's still not good. Look, he played good on the Steelers. I won't get you wrong. He played pretty good on the Steelers. But the Steelers always play decent. Like, I don't know what kind of rituals Mike Tomlin does, like, in the locker rooms or nothing, but they always get a good amount of wins. They're always above 500, okay? So, like, someone performing well on the Steelers and winning games can't really be held that high of value. But what you can hold high of value is the fact that Justin Fields is insanely inconsistent. And even in his 2 years on the Bears, he did not do that crazy. He won some games, still never passed for 4,000 yards like every other QB in Bears history. And that speaks on both the Bears being bad and Justin Fields being bad. I think the only thing to make of this is that Justin Fields completely remains incredibly inconsistent as he has been his entire career. There's a reason that he got benched.
Benched to who?
All right.
He never got benched.
Russell
Wilson was injured.
Last year when he got benched for Russ.
He didn't get benched. He started 2 games, or what? It was like 4 or 5 games that he started because Russ was injured.
Like 6 games and had 4-2 record, and then they benched him. He started the season. It might have been because of a Russ injury, but he did inevitably.
Yeah.
When he came back, they took him out because they knew that Russ would be better.
Was he?
He went 2-2.
They made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, after Justin Fields won more games than he did.
No, he didn't. Justin Fields won 2 games. And lost 2 games. Justin Fields started 4 games.
I thought he started 6 and went 4-2.
But literally what we just said, it was 6 games.
I'm pretty
It was
sure
4.
it was 4-2.
Bro, I'm pretty sure he's 2-2.
People were mad that they benched him 'cause they
No,
were
I can't. No,
6
I can't
games went
compare,
4 and
bro. He's
2.
literally
6
doing
games
his thing.
4 and 2.
Yeah, that's
6
what I
games
said.
went 4 and 2.
That's what I said. Will's the dumb one. That's what I said, Christian.
Oh my
What is
bad.
Justin
I'm just
Fields
spreading
inconsistent?
misinformation.
He's inconsistent, bro. He will never be consistent. He's had plenty of time to develop in the NFL. He had a whole season, a whole 80% of a season being benched. Well, half a season being benched to develop. So you can't even make the bench argument because Bryce Young in the 4 weeks he was benched was able to make a turnaround. Like, Justin Fields will not ever be a franchise quarterback for any NFL team ever. And that is just definitive. That has been shown time and time again. Now on 3 teams. And he's just going to continue.
Unless the Browns sign him.
Unless the Browns
Pretty
sign
sure
him.
the same thing got said against Baker.
The difference is that Baker won the Browns a playoff game. Okay? If you win a playoff game for the Cleveland Browns, you're clearly a pretty good quarterback. Because that's
Well, he also had a super team, but we're not gonna go there because I'm gonna start reminiscing and I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah, I mean, what did he do on the Panthers?
We'll move on. We'll move on. That way, Will don't break out in tears. It's okay, Will. As long as we don't talk about the super team, we can't talk about my.
Well, Austin Hooper and David Njoku.
Alright, bro, shut up. Alright. Time for predictions. Alright. Thursday night football, y'all. Thursday night football. I'll start off. Do the Bills cover the minus 12.5 point spread? And what does this game mean for Mike McDaniel's career? I think there's a Dolphins fan here that is going to be very adamant about this belief.
A little bit biased.
I can already see him revving up his Mike McDaniel hate thoughts right now, the way he's pondering. But
Why don't we let him go first then?
The Bills,
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Build up the anger as all 3 of us talk. That way he
Okay.
boil it up. I think the Bills blow them out of the park. I think the Bills win by 40. Granted, the Colts offense looks very good. They lost to the Colts 33-8. And the Bills all around, I would argue, well, all around no, but Josh Allen is better than Danny Dimes. That's just a fact. Like, Danny Dimes is playing good. Josh Allen is much better. I don't think the Dolphins' defense is okay, bro. Why are you doing this? I don't think the Dolphins' defense is at all equipped to stop Josh Allen. That's been shown in previous years, and they, as a team, somehow managed to be worse than their recent years, looking so far. And that's an accomplishment. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think that was possible, but they did. And the Bills are gonna blow them out of the park. I would not be surprised if they get like beat 50-0. It really would not shock me if they didn't. Even if they put up like 2 field goals, it would have to be in garbage time against the Bills' secondary defense. Because I don't think they can put up more than 2 touchdowns against the primary defense on the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I agree. They're gonna get blown out of the water, and similar to what you just. I thought you were done.
That's what. And is not the end of a sentence, bro. And I think that this game, and then the second time they play the Bills, because the Bills, correct me if I'm wrong, Levi, the Bills are the team in the division that the Dolphins hate the most, aren't they? That's like their main hater.
Yeah.
What?
Aren't the Bills like the Dolphins' least favorite team?
Yep.
How like everyone in the NFC North hates the Packers, and so I think that if he gets blown out by especially the Bills twice, his career's over. This is gonna steam launch. He's never done good with this team. Like every generation of the Dolphins is good. 2 generations ago we had 17-0. 1 generation ago we had Dan Marino. This generation has just had speeding Tyreek Hill and Mike McDaniel. If you win a football game, you win it, and if you lose it, it's because you lost. And he's going to get fired, and then it's going to do the same thing because they're going to hire an equally bad coach. But I don't think he makes it more than maybe 1 more season in this league, especially if he continues to get blown out by the Buffalo Bills.
Now that we're done listening to this guy yap, all right, I agree that the Bills are going to blow out the Dolphins. There's not a chance that the Dolphins come and win this game. All right, let's be honest. Like, this is the worst team in the NFL at this very moment. There is not a team worse than them. There's teams close. Raiders, by the way, Raiders.
The team may have better skill.
Yeah, I mean, Jacoby Myers is a pretty good receiver. I'm not going to go into all that stuff. Ashton Jeanty's got really high potential. The offensive line, on the other hand, is a bunch of freaking
3rd graders.
You could put 5 Andy Reids on the O line and it'd be better, right? All right, so
Put 5 Christian on the line.
yeah, we could do that. Honestly, let's think about it. Let's put that out in the air. But there's not going to be a change in this offense.
Let me see your blocking. No, let me see your technique.
Yeah, angle the camera up and get in your kick step.
No.
Oh.
No.
No, that was good.
Okay.
That was good blocking.
There's not going to be a change in this offense. It's going to be spin the ball to A-chain. It's going to be freaking RPO passes. It is going to be trying to scheme stuff to grandpa child support paying Tyreek Hill, and it's not going to work, right? Tua is not in his prime, the so-called prime that he had. This game is going to be literally everything for McDaniels, and it's going to be the worst game of the week. It's not even going to be a close game. It is going to be Josh.
What do we expect?
It is going to be Josh Allen with 100 rushing yards and 400 passing yards to Keon Coleman, right?
I have Josh Allen in 2 fantasy leagues. Nope, my turn. Okay, so let me tell you. Nope, let me tell you something about the Bills. Let me tell you something.
Tua had his prime. He was the most accurate quarterback for a solid year.
Okay, Tyreek Hill had Tua's prime, right? Okay, and no. Back to Mike McDaniel, right? He's gonna be calling plays through a mic to Kyler Murray on Call of Duty, right? His coaching career is done. There's not gonna be a team that signs unless it's a high school football team.
I'm not arguing. No, but Tua had a prime. He was a top 5 quarterback at one point in the league.
McDaniel can get a job.
Tua was.
He's got a
top
bad
5
PR rep too. At one point.
Why? Will go. Tua did not have a prime.
70.
All right. First thing I like to say, Tua. Everybody has a prime because I don't know if y'all noticed. Prime is when you're the best in your career, and he at one point, technically was the best in his career at some point. However, his prime was not good and not notable. So what I'm trying to say is the Dolphins are trash. They're buns. And actually, let me tell you exactly what I have in my notes right here. I said, yes, the Dolphins will easily get blown out. McDaniels will not have his job by the end of the season, quite possibly the end of the week. So, obviously, I think that might be a good thing for Dolphins fans.
His key card revoked like the Ohio State kicker.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, and I think that this game itself is gonna be like one of the main deciding factors.
His career's already done. No matter what
Oh, it's
happens, he's
not,
getting fired.
it's
Yes.
not his career.
McDaniels
His
or
career with
Tua
the
or both?
Dolphins,
Because the answer's both there.
both.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
entire
Tua's got
organization,
mashed potato brains.
the entire organization needs to go. Get rid of Greer. Get rid of McDaniels. Get rid of Tua. Get rid of the janitors. Like I don't even care at this point. Get rid of everybody.
This
Like,
guy's mad.
no, like
Y'all should have traded
the only
Tyreek Hill
time they were
after
good
that
is
one
when
year.
they purposely tanked, got a lawsuit against them, and then all of a sudden they're like they're a decent team, and now they're bad again. Like out of everybody, you tank for Tua. That is
He was good
literally
in college.
that's the only quarterback in that draft class. That is like terrible. Like what are we doing here?
He was good in college.
Hey, I will say his whole get rid of the organization thing, bro. It worked for the Lions, bro.
Hey, Will,
You
you
got
said he
fired
was good in
everybody.
college. You know who else was good in college? Johnny Manziel. And how did his NFL career
That's a
go?
good point.
How did his NFL career go?
Tua ate popping a six pack.
He played
No, Tua needs to retire.
Johnny Manziel played well. But he just was
He was
when he
unraveled.
wasn't playing.
He was in the
When he
QB
wasn't
radar.
playing. All right.
No, and then they have no corners as well. Every single Dolphins fan was yelling at Greer, go in the draft and get a corner. Who do they pass up on? Will Johnson. What are they doing? Like they went and drafted the worst rated O line out of the first 2 weeks, the worst rated, and they went. And that's who they got. Like, what are they doing?
Who was their first round pick?
Kenneth Grant, I believe.
No, he's not bad. Kenneth Grant. That's definitely not what they need at all. They were definitely drafting for value there because they don't need.
Wait, he's a D lineman, right?
Yeah, he's a D tackle. I think.
Yeah, that was not their need.
They don't need.
No, and then also
Exactly.
their only offensive weapon last year was Jonnu Smith. What did they do with him? They got rid of him, right?
Yeah.
I know Levi. We know. Was he traded to the Steelers, or did they just not renew his contract, or was he cut?
I think
No,
he got
He was
traded.
traded apart
Yeah.
of the Minka
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick trade.
Oh,
And they picked up. Then they also picked up who?
I forgot
They got Darren Waller, who might be out for the season.
Yeah, Darren Waller.
He's injured. Wait, what's Darren Waller? I knew he was injured, but like, is it after the season injury?
No, he might not come back. Like we don't know.
He's also old too. He's also old.
Alright, well, I think we've done enough. I think we've
Cough,
talked about
cough.
the Dolphins enough for Levi's mental sake. Sunday Night Football. Do you guys think the Chiefs cover the -5.5 point spread? And if they don't and they lose, what does an 0-3 start mean for Kansas City and the dynasty, the unarguable dynasty that they at the very minimum had? They might not have anymore. I think that's arguable. They definitely had a dynasty. I will. You can go first since clearly you want to.
Let's go. All right. So the Chiefs have not started 0-3 since 2011, and they finished that season 7-9. All right. So if they start off 0-3, obviously it's not a good thing. They could bounce back because this happened to other teams in the past where you start 0-3, still make the playoffs. Very rare. But looking at them, how they've been playing, it is not very likely. However, the last time they started 1-2 was in 2021, and they still made the AFC Championship. They lost, but they started 1-2, and they made the divisional
I
round.
will
Or
say also, that's
they
kind of
won the
different,
division.
though, because Mahomes has never not made it to the championship in his, I believe, 7 or 8 years in the NFL. I think it's 7. In his 7 years playing in the NFL, he's never not at least made it to the championship. He didn't make it to the bowl every year, but if this would be a first if they don't make especially the playoffs. If they don't make the championship, this would be a first for Mahomes, and I think that would definitely mark what would be the end of the Chiefs dynasty, unless this is just a bounce off year, just because Kelsey's having an off year.
I think. Wait, who are they even playing?
They're playing the Giants.
Giants.
That's why.
Oh, I don't know, but I don't know.
They're both teams.
Hey, Giants have a really good offense. Giants have a really good offense.
Giants looked good against the Cowboys, and like the Cowboys aren't the best team, but like excluding last year when Dak was literally injured for half the season, they pretty much consistently get 12 wins a year, borderline. Like they're pretty consistently a decent team, and so I think that like the Giants putting up, what was it, 37 on the Cowboys, 37-34. on the Cowboys definitely showed that like they're not terrible considering their 0-2 record. Granted, they allowed 40 something points, but
I think the Giants will be able to score. I think the Giants will probably score about 20 points on the Chiefs. So it's really going to depend. It's really going to depend on how the Chiefs' offense is looking, and if they can get Kelsey to actually catch the ball and not drop it in the end zone. That would probably work very well in their favor. And then they also got to like try and get out to some of their wide receivers. I know it's like a little hurt right now, but then not only that, they got to get this
Also,
run
Worthy
game
might be back.
active.
Worthy might be back. He's listed as questionable for next week.
Well, okay, but they gotta get Pacheco involved. He has not been looking like how he has. Yes, he had the injury last year, but like he's still good, like
Kareem Hunt's
arguably
still on the
good.
roster.
Yeah, I mean,
Mahomes is the rushing leader right now.
yeah,
Kareem
like
Hunt is the second.
they need to get the running backs involved. They gotta like I know they downgraded their O line because they got rid of Joe Thuney, but like they gotta do something. Like they gotta figure
The
something out.
Bears.
And Andy Reid, I know he can do it. He's proved it in the past. He's not a bad coach. Like they got to figure something out on this offense. Like their defense ain't that bad, but offense is kind of egregious right now.
And getting that run game going is going to be tough with the Giants D line. Like
Yeah,
they're legit.
yeah.
They're probably top
Sexy
five.
Dexy.
I would argue the Giants might unironically have the best defensive line this year. Especially with the
I mean,
addition of Abdul
they just
Carter.
got.
That's not a
scored
crazy
40 points
take.
on.
That is not a crazy take.
As long as Abdul Carter can learn how to get a sack and not box him out like they're trying to shoot a three, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine
Yeah.
if they can get Abdul Carter in some tackle drills, not playing ones on half court. But the Giants are definitely like I think going into this offseason we all knew the Giants were going to be good, but it's like I said earlier when we were talking about the Detroit Lions, the Giants have the hardest schedule in the NFL, and so I think that their record this year will not accurately portray how good they actually are. I'm not saying that they're like a Super Bowl level team by any means, but they most definitely are a pretty good team. I would say they're definitely top 50% in the league. I would argue maybe top 40, top 30%, but their record definitely does not show how good they are because they're definitely better than their record right now.
Y'all think Jackson Dart's gonna be starting by the end of the season, or you think they stick with
No.
the rest of the entire
I
year?
think they stick with
No.
the rest of the whole year. I think that's also the smart decision. Time and time again, history has shown that not starting your rookie quarterback is better. There's some exceptions like Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud, but that's the exceptions to the rule. There's also a lot
Jordan Love.
There's also exactly. I think Jordan Love's an amazing example. Like in general, especially at a position such difficult as QB, rookies never perform as much as you want, and it just hurts the development. And it hurts morale when they lose games and they start the NFL losing, and it makes it just way harder for them as a whole. I would argue that the Vikings even should have kept Sam Darnold and kept JJ benched and give him another year of actual development.
That's
than just
arguable.
watching film.
What about Cam Scatterbo? We think he gonna be the running back one by the end of the year?
I
Maybe
love
not
Cam
end- maybe
Scatterbo.
not end of the year. Tracy Jr. is still good. I think he looks really
Yeah,
good
what
this
happened?
year.
What happened to Tracy?
He's still on the team.
I haven't seen anything about him.
He's still on the team.
He's just
They just have
he's
three
been splitting
running
carries.
backs.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Yeah,
They
they
have
got a
single-
three-headed
They
monster.
still have single. Monster's definitely a word to describe
Hey,
that.
Cam Scatterbo, he crazy. Have you
He's
not
a
been
monster.
seeing?
He's a monster.
No,
Tyrone
he is
Tracy,
good.
Because Devin Singletary was the worst draft pick I've ever made in fantasy football ever, even if it was in the 12th round. And then Tyrone Tracy was arguably one of the best waiver wire pickups I've ever had to replace him. But Tracy Jr. is slightly above average, if that. I think Cam.
Scatterbo did put up a good week. He put up a good
looked
week.
Really good last week. Scatterbo did look really good that week. But also, to be fair, the
He's
Cowboys'
physical.
run defense is non-existent. Their corners don't participate in the run defense at all. If you make it past the line,
Well, they got some
you
decent
get
linebackers though. They got some decent linebackers.
Yeah,
I want to say, right?
Overshown looks really good. He's a young one that looks really good. But in general, the Cowboys' secondary has always been really bad about following through on the run defense. They have a pretty poor run defense beyond the line, which is funny because the whole point of the Michael Parsons trade was to fix the run defense, and then they did nothing with it, and Kenny Clark did not do that much. But
All right.
did anybody else still have words to spew on Patrick Mahomes' hatred?
No.
It's his birthday today, actually.
No.
At the time of filming this, it is Patrick Mahomes' birthday.
All right. Not on
Nobody,
Patrick
not a single
Mahomes.
false happy birthday. All you.
No,
I know-
Morgan. No, Morgan.
Oh.
Oh, bleep that out
Oh.
of the editing. Bleep that out of the editing.
Okay. What's it called? So, what was y'all thoughts on the freaking what's his name? The dude James Hudson, the offensive lineman that got 3 penalties
Oh,
in a row.
the Giant. No, it was 4. It was 4.
Oh, you
It
got
was
it.
4 penalties. It was 4.
Was it
Yeah.
4?
It was 4. It was 4.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
You know
What
For
was
the
y'all's thoughts on
viewers-
that?
For the viewers, I'm gonna pull up the clip. I'm gonna pull up the clip of him punching the dude. You said his name is James Hudson. I didn't know what his name was.
James Hudson the third.
Because I was watching the Lions game and I heard my dad. I came downstairs to grab some water and I heard my dad talking about it. All right.
Not watching the thing on it says Giants tackle James Hudson tries a new blocking technique and it's just him punching the dude in the face.
Today. And a false start at the left tackle. James Hudson just keeps on killing him.
Offense number 55. 5-yard penalty, still third. Personal foul, offense number 55.
No way.
15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
How can
Cardi B
James
and
Hudson
Stefon Diggs
stay
are
in this
expecting
game at this
Kyle?
He's not. They just took him out.
News to the unemployed, bro. News to the unemployed.
No, I saw that.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll talk about that later. We still have my favorite segment of today, Monday Night Football, to talk about. The Ravens versus Lions. The Ravens are currently 5.5-point favorites. And
Ravens are dropping 80.
what does this game
Hey,
mean?
hey,
for
6
the
picks
future of
incoming
Detroit?
in the
What
first
does
quarter.
this game mean for the future of Detroit? I'll go last. Like how we had Levi go last for the Miami game. I'll go last. I'll let someone else go.
Christian, how about you go?
Yeah, you were
Yeah,
Lions
Christian.
hater. You a D1 Lions hater. We'll have you go first.
Oh yeah. Jared Goff, too old to be in the NFL. Cut him now, right?
He's 31.
Save y'all money while you're at it. Save your money while you're at it. All right, this game is going to be a high-scoring game. Honestly, I can only diss the Lions so much, right? Hey, put your freaking bottle of soap down. Your freaking goon juice. Put it down. All right. But it might be. It's going to be a high-scoring game no matter what. Both teams have really good offenses. Neither team really does have a lockdown defense, though. So with both the high-powered offenses, I see this game going kind of like how the Ravens, the Ravens game went against the Bills. I think it's going to be something similar to that.
Oh, we're doing hats now?
I can see it going both ways on who wins as well. The Ravens, they're just not going to be able to get a stop, honestly. If they do, it's going to be very lucky, and it's going to be the penalties probably. And they're just going to be heavily relying on Lamar and Derrick Henry to make their plays. And after the week that Derrick Henry had last week, that was a little scary, especially sitting on my fantasy team. But I think that this game does matter a lot for Detroit because going 1-2 could be in a harder division too. Could be a little scary for them. But yeah, I think I think it could go either way. Maybe lean towards the Lions a little bit, but if they do win, it's not going to be by a big margin. It's going to be almost identical to that Ravens Bills game.
I will with the
Bro,
sock
Will, why?
with the sock
So why are there panties
This
hanging
isn't
down,
sock.
bro?
This is my bag.
What's your
It's
thoughts?
it's my little bag for school.
Holy
It's got some
moly,
stuff
this
in
guy
it.
got a purse. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on
Oh, there's
the
dust.
Lions?
There's dust everywhere. Lions thing on. I was looking at the Cardi B and Stefon Diggs.
Bro, we'll talk about the Ravens at the end, bro.
My bad, bro. I got okay. The Baltimore, their offense is legit. Even though they played against the Browns, and who do they play week 1?
This guy just said they played against the Browns as if the Browns have a lockdown defense.
Oh, no. Who did they play week 1? No, that's what I'm saying. I know they played the Browns, but 40 points is 40 points. It doesn't matter. Regardless, they scored 40 points or more in each of their first 2 weeks. That's impressive, regardless of who you're playing. Because the Bengals only scored 17 on
You talking
Cleveland.
about who the Brown or who the Ravens played?
Yeah, week
Bills.
1. Yeah.
It was that super big game.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Oh,
I
that's
was literally
yeah,
just
because
talking about it.
they
I was
they
literally
put
just talking about it.
They put up 40 points on 2 of the best defenses in the AFC.
Okay,
Whether you like
Bills
it or
do
not, the
not have
Browns.
that good of a defense. Bills, the Bills
I
defense,
mean,
really?
Did you just say the Bills have an elite? Name 3 defensive
I s-
players on the Bills, Will.
DeMar Hamlin, uh, post
There's different reasons why you
resurrected
know that guy.
DeMar.
There's different reasons why you know that
him
guy.
for his skill, bro. You know him for his ability.
What,
All right,
Mr. One
regardless, no,
Tackle?
listen,
Mr. One Tackle?
regardless,
Wait,
they're doing
one
good.
tackle?
They're good. They
He had a
can
pick 6
exploit
last year.
weak spots. He did, yeah,
He had a pick 6 last year.
that is true. But no, they can exploit weak spots in defenses, and if they're able to do that successfully against Detroit, then they're going to be successful, and I think they're going to be able to pull out a win. Yeah.
All right, Levi.
As much as I want to say it's going to be a blowout, it's really not.
As much as you want to say.
Baltimore
Yeah,
by
yeah.
5,000.
Yeah, that's what I have in my notes right here.
Baltimore by 5,000.
Yeah, but I like they're both teams choke. Like, it's just going to be whoever chokes the least is how this game's going to go. Like, right,
Can we get a
Max.
pause on that?
That's a really good take, actually.
Can we get a pause?
Yeah,
No,
it is, yeah.
Diddy.
No.
I mean, what playoff Lamar versus Jared Goff in the playoffs? Who can throw more picks?
Nah, bro. 4 is not that much.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually,
he
it was
threw
only
more
3.
picks than
It was
Lamar
only
did all
3.
season.
No, it was only 3. It was only 3.
It-
J-Mo threw one of them. Okay, Jameson Williams threw one of them. One of those picks was Jameson Williams. Okay, but no, I'm gonna real. As much as I want to say like this will be an easy game for the Lions, it's not. This will be one of if not the hardest game we play all year. The Ravens are a very legitimate team with a
No,
this guy's pulling up the homemade Jared Goff meme. For those of you that can't read it, it says how many interceptions does Jared Goff throw in 1 quarter. But look, I think all things aside, Jared Goff, there's a reason that he was the NFL Offensive Player of the Week last year. Look, both teams have a very good offense. This will be an offensive game. I'm not familiar with how the Ravens played last week stat-wise, but I mean, I'm pulling it up. Jared Goff had 300 yards, 5 passing touchdowns. St. Brown had 3 touchdowns. Any wide receiver getting 3 touchdowns is a lot. That's just a lot of touchdowns. That's ridiculous. And Gibbs, 94 yards and a touchdown as well. Like, the Lions' offense is legit, and I think the Packers game did not show it accurately. The John Morton offense is still fine. It's not a coordinator problem. We just choke in the playoffs. It's not because of the coordinators. It's just the team is really good. And so I think that the Ravens game will very much show when we play I'd say compared to the Packers, it's an average defense compared to teams like the Packers. It'll definitely be a shootout. It'll be close. I don't think the Ravens cover the spread only because I think if they do win, it's not going to be by that much. I would argue that if the Ravens win, it'll probably be by like 3 to 4 points, if that. I think this is very much a game that might come down to a game-winning field goal, and that's why I just don't think they cover the spread. And I don't think this game actually means that much for the future of Detroit because, if anything, I would argue that it's the game that we play next week that matters because I got to double-check who we play next week, but the Lions have not lost back-to-back weeks since the 2022 season.
Oh my
Okay?
God.
And so as far
Quit
as what it means for the future of Detroit,
blazing.
I'm not. The question is, what does this mean for the future of Detroit? I'm being honest. I think for the future of Detroit, this game specifically, unless we get blown out. If we get blown out, that means a lot because it means that our offense is weak and our defense cannot come in clutch. But we play the Browns next week, bro.
Oh my goodness, dude, this is taking forever.
Bro, I know, bro.
We play the Browns.
This dude keeps yapping.
We play the Browns. Okay, we'll be fine. I think the future of Detroit, this game doesn't mean that much. I think
I'm
it'll
ready
definitely be a
for some-
close game. If Ravens pull it out, it'll be close.
Hang on.
If Lions pull it out, it'll be close. I don't think this game is that meaningful in the long term for either team at that. And also, I would like to highlight Tyleik Williams, the rookie D tackle out of The Ohio State University. He hasn't had a ton of tackles, but he looked very good last week. He was eating up 2 blockers at a time and helped us a lot with stopping DeAndre Swift, who still had a decent game. But he looked very good. He didn't get the stat sheet that we could want, but I think that him eating up 2 blockers was doing a lot for the run defense.
Just in. Just got the NFL app notification. Miami has ruled out 3 players for Thursday Night Football.
Wait, actually?
Yep, just got the NFL notification for it.
All right, next topic.
Alright.
I'll start the fantasy sleepers.
Start off with your disappointment from last week.
No, do the disappointment from last week first.
Oh, disappointments? Freaking Derrick Henry, bro. This guy, I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he's at on here.
Well, who are you trying to put through, Will?
You, bro.
Go down.
Yes, I played Derrick Henry against you, and we all know how that happened. Like, what happened with that,
I'll pull up that
right?
game.
You know who I played? You know who I played Will with? I started Justin Fields. Still beat him, by the way. Just wanna make that clear. I still beat him, and I started Justin Fields. All right. He wasn't really I guess because he didn't get a lot of points, he was a bust. Matthew Golden, but like, it's the Packers, bro. To be honest. Chase Brown, back-to-back weeks of being a disappointment.
Bro,
Hey, I
it's
just wanna
one
make-
disappointment,
hey,
bro.
I just want to make a note real quick that you were complaining about Derrick Henry. I beat you 150 to 121. I don't know if that's gonna load, but I don't think a Derrick.
I can't see
But it was
that.
150 to 121. I don't think that Derrick Henry.
Hey, Derrick Henry had 30 the week before, Derrick Henry had 30 the week before. and he would have did that.
Okay, bro.
It's Derrick Henry, bro.
Okay. Derrick Henry's not the reason you lost that. Yeah. You
Okay.
lost that game because you
Well-
beat Chase Brown as well. Who also did.
Okay, another bust that I had was Chase Brown, and
You played both.
Brian Thomas Jr., bro. Brian Thomas Jr., bro.
I want to talk about BTJ. I saw a stat line. I don't know how to even look this up to pull it up, but I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. But Trevor Lawrence has a pretty decent passer rating right now. I think it's like a 190 to 100-ish. His passer rating when throwing to Brian Thomas Jr. is 13. Assuming that Instagram is accurate, it is 13, which is abysmal. I didn't even know that was possible. And even if that's like a wrong
I didn't
stat,
Madden.
we know, Will, you suck at Madden, bro. But even if that's not the actual stat, the Brian Thomas Jr. and Trevor Lawrence connection has not been good at all, and that needs to be fixed if they're going to do anything. But continue.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. had 1,600 yards last year, and
Bro, it's supposed to be
what has
one
he done?
disappointment, bro.
No, I don't think it specified one disappointment. But
Oh, I just assumed
either way, I just had 5 disappointments this week and still won in over half of my leagues. But
Self-delays.
all right, if y'all want to go with your bust, I still want to start with the sleeper picks.
Hang on, my bust was Josh Allen. 11 points for Josh Allen.
He broke his nose. He broke his nose in the middle of the game, bro.
That doesn't affect your arm. You can throw the ball with a broken nose.
Yeah, but it gives you a freaking
I'm 11
headache.
points.
You still get a headache usually when you have a broken nose.
Dude, I guarantee you Tua always has a headache, but he still gets more than 11 points.
Okay. We always accept Dolphins strays. We always accept strays to the Dolphins.
I think for me, my biggest thing, and actually there was an injury that is positive for him in the future, would definitely be Bill. Dude got 1.7 points. He got 17 yards last week, I'm pretty sure. That was
Billy
really bad.
boy.
He got no
Yeah, he sold my
catches.
parlay,
He got
bro.
17
He sold my
yards.
parlay.
I will say there's a positive outlook. Austin Eckler tearing his Achilles is very good for Bill. It's very good for all Bill managers. As someone who owns Bill in all 4 fantasy leagues I'm in, could not be happier. That
This guy's preying on injuries, bro. This guy is preying on injuries.
I am praying on injuries. You know who else I hope gets injured? The entire starting offense for the Green Bay Packers and Micah Parsons. And just everyone.
Oh,
else
Xavier
on that
McKinney?
team.
Xavier
And-
Levi,
McKinney?
who's your bust,
He's
Levi?
overrated.
Who's your
I
bust,
got
Levi?
Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall. He was supposed to have a
Oh,
good
yeah.
game with Kittle out and Jennings banged up. He only got the ball 4 times, 56 yards. And then Jennings was one that had the blowout week. And I had high hopes for Mac Jones since he unleashed BTJ last year. So I know that sounds stupid, but that's real.
That's not stupid at all.
All
Mac
right.
Jones almost won me a fantasy game. Dude put up 21 fantasy points. He played good. Mac Jones is an elite level backup.
Elite is a
Elite
strong
level
word now.
backup. backup. As far as backup,
It's still elite is a strong
I would
word.
argue Matt Jones is the best backup quarterback in the league.
Joshua Dobbs.
Hey, bro, Will knows
Are we
ball, bro.
doing space or throwing a football?
Joshua Dobbs carried me whenever he's back
Yeah,
on the
if we
Vikings for a
if we
good 6
doing
weeks.
math on the sideline, maybe.
Hey, bro.
He calculates the routes. And he calculates the throws. He gets the angles. He gets the end zone.
Hey, bro.
And he wins games.
You see
That's
this?
what
You see
does.
that? That's a right angle right there. He be doing that in his head on the field. He be calculating that.
Why would
He knows
I know he
Sokotoa, bro.
What makes a right
He knows
angle on the
Sokotoa,
field?
bro. He
Chris,
knows
I want
Sokotoa.
you to tell me what part of a football throw has a right angle in it.
So basically, whenever you shut up, that's when it has a right angle.
All right, Christian, who's your sleeper
Whenever your lips
for next week?
do that.
Who's your
that.
sleeper for next week, Christian?
I actually have multiple sleepers, by the way. So my first one's gonna be Romo Dunze. Did we see how the Giants' offense was playing against that Cowboys defense?
He's been the number one target both weeks. He ain't no sleeper.
He's still a wide receiver too on that team. Okay, I digress then. J-Mo. He's a sleeper. I will say.
I'll get behind that.
Okay, because the Baltimore, they like to put their safeties like to help in the run game a lot. And they got Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be a threat, obviously. So I think J-Mo's going to be able to use his speed to get open deeper, and he's going to be able to. I'm seeing about 160, 170. I'm seeing like 160, 170 yards, and probably 2 touchdowns.
Field humpings. I want Jameson Williams to have.
Nah, I'm only seeing 2 touchdowns.
He better have $80,000 worth of fines from how much he's going to be laying down on that field.
Okay. Third sleeper, which you can call it a sleeper, you cannot call it a sleeper. Jordan Mason. Aaron Jones is out. I'm pretty sure he's put on IR now. Jordan Mason's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, he is on IR.
It's a riddled, it's a very injured Bears defense that has also allowed the second most fantasy points to running backs. And now my final one is gonna be Josh Downs. Josh Downs, the Colts wide receiver.
Or are you just saying Josh Downs?
Bro.
I know who that is.
You don't gotta tell us who Josh Downs is. Just explain
All right.
why.
He has been okay. Week 1, he only had a 40% target share, right? And he capitalized on that by, I'm pretty sure he got like 10 fantasy points. Last week he had a little under a 60% target or snap count, right? He capitalized that, almost got I think 20 points, I want to say. Somewhere around there. He like his time on the field is going up, and like he performed like that against Denver's defense, a very good defense in my opinion. I don't know if y'all agree with that, but
Everybody agrees with that. That's not a hot take.
it's an amazing take because I made the take. All right,
Literally,
it's an amazing
everybody
take.
makes that That's not a take if it's true.
It's my take.
Nobody disagrees with that.
Did I ask your take?
Nobody disagrees that the Broncos have a good defense.
Wait, hold on. But did I ask? Did I ask?
You literally asked.
All right, Levi. Who's your sleepers for this week, Levi?
I got Carson Wentz.
Carson.
Oh, yeah,
you already
Kevin
talked about
O'Connell.
that.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connell is known for bringing back quarterbacks to life. They've got against a defense with a good run D. The defensive rush success is first in the league. Yards before contacts per rush, first in the league. The run stuffs are first in the league. They're going to be forced to throw the ball, and hopefully high scoring game.
You said Kevin O'Connell likes to bring life back to quarterbacks. Does Carson Wentz have much life left in him?
I mean, you could have said the same thing about Baker.
Kevin O'Connell does bring back.
Or not Baker, I'm sorry.
And speaking of quarterbacks, Kevin O'Connell brings back. My sleeper is Sam Darnold. I'm gonna say it, bro. It's a weak Saints defense. The Saints defense has not been good since they got rid of Marshawn Lattimore. And even when they had Lattimore, there's a solid argument they had one player on that defense. Okay.
Chat.
What?
Chat. I'm getting attacked.
Holy
Chat.
moly, bro. Holy moly.
Oh.
Holy moly. But
All
yeah,
right.
no. Look, they've played the 49ers and Pittsburgh. Okay? Two pretty solid defenses. Pittsburgh got a lot of off-season additions to their defense. 49ers still a decent defense. Nothing crazy, but it's not bad by any means. The Saints defense is bad by a lot of means. I think that Sam Darnold has a decent chance to have a bounce back week. I think that if he can actually like get JSN balled properly and also utilize Cooper Kupp, and especially with Kenneth Walker having such a good week last week, I think there's a solid chance that the Saints look at Kenneth Walker and the run game in general a little bit more, and it's gonna open up Sam Darnold in the passing game, bro. I'm gonna say I think he goes for. I don't think he'll go crazy, but I think he gets at least like 17 points.
All right, let me tell you who my sleeper is, chat.
Why are you reading a book?
I have my notes. So my sleeper, hang on, my sleeper is Jordan Love.
That's not
My
a
sleeper is Jordan Love.
Everybody agrees he's gonna do good.
Denzel Ward is questionable.
Per usual.
Denzel Ward is questionable. And he has the chance to expose one of the most subpar secondaries in the league. Subpar, by the way.
Wait, how would you describe the Browns defense?
Subpar. Also, probably not a sleeper at this point. Quentin Johnston. I just want to shout out Quentin Johnston for getting a combined total like 70 points on my bench for the first 2 weeks. Now that I put him in week 3, he's probably gonna get like -20 and drop all his passes. So, but last thing.
My granny called. She said, "Trappy, you work too hard. I'm worried you forget about me."
This guy got his McGraw Hill textbook open.
This is my notes. No, you weren't supposed to see that. No, I actually don't got no more notes. That was it.
I mean, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I think I definitely had the most hot take sleeper. Is that your reaction to me saying Sam Darnold?
That's you. That's you.
That's just me. Okay. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Well, we ran out of questions, but Will brought it up a little bit. Hi, Garrett. He brushing his teeth.
Oh, that's my roommate Garrett. Yeah.
I could brush my teeth right now too. I got the toothbrush handy.
It don't get used that much, does it?
Well, not this one. This is my travel toothbrush.
Average Lions fan doesn't like to brush his teeth.
Nah, bro. Rent free.
True.
You're dorming with a Lions fan, bro.
So he should know then, right?
Yeah, but he understands that Jared Goff sucks though.
Alright, bro. Alright. Old, by the way, like he's not 31. But nah.
Jared Goff
so
is
let's,
okay.
No, let's talk about this Stefon Diggs Cardi B thing, bro. I think this is what.
So Stefon Diggs.
This is what Cardi B's 4th kid. I think this is her 4th kid, and this is the first one with Stefon.
Yeah, I talked to analysts and basically they said that Stefon
Garrett,
Diggs
Here, bro,
sucks.
take it. What you here? Take the mic, bro. Mm-hmm. Bro, you gotta say what you think
I hear
about
it.
Stefon
I
Diggs,
hear the
Cardi B
toothbrush.
Hang on, give me a minute.
I'll be getting Garrett's thoughts on Stefon Diggs.
Hey, Levi, what's your
Cardi
thoughts
B,
on
yeah.
Stefon Diggs and Cardi B?
I'll be honest,
What
I don't know who that is.
They're gonna name him what?
Cardi B? You don't know who Cardi B is?
No.
It's the woman that sang WAP. Hold up.
She's saying WAP. Don't play WAP. We can't put.
Do not play it, bro. We're gonna get
We can't put WAP on
copyrighted.
YouTube. We can't put WAP on YouTube, bro. You gotta do the dance so he knows. Don't play WAP, bro.
Do not play it, bro. It's gonna get copyrighted. We got to redo the whole
She's
thing.
a rapper, bro. She's a rapper. That's who she is. But no.
That
Oh,
person.
what is going on?
Oh, we got a stream. Hold up. Oh yeah, this
Oh,
is Cardi
yep.
B chat. This is what Cardi B looks like.
Yep.
That's her. This guy got,
Yep,
got
yep.
the documents open. He was doing homework. Who is?
Oh no,
this?
no,
Who is
that's
that?
this.
Oh, this
That's
is
fantasy notes.
And his bio reveal. Oh snap!
We gonna talk about how she makes ugly babies.
Alright,
Hang on, here's Garrett's thoughts about Cardi B.
alright, let's hear Garrett say. Garrett,
Hello.
hello, Garrett. What's your thoughts on Stefon Diggs getting Cardi B pregnant?
I mean, I think they're gonna produce a lovely black boy or girl that will be very athletic, you know,
Me when I watch.
That's about it.
Do you think he has
What
a
do you
future
guys
in
think?
the NFL? Do you think he has a future in the NFL?
If it's a boy, yes. Girl,
Ooh. Do you think?
I don't know.
Do you think that he like becomes like a Shador, where he's like a rapper and an NFL player?
Wait, like
Shador
bust out my AP, perfect time, and
Do you think he has
I
a
hope
music
not.
career in rap? You hope not.
I hope not.
He
No.
hopes not. Okay. Thank you for your thoughts, Garrett.
Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your day, gentlemen.
You too.
That was my
so
roommate.
professional. So professional.
Very professional. We asked him what he on if he thinks that the kid has a future in the NFL, and that if he said if a boy yes, and then I said, do you think he has
I'm
a
aware.
future
I could hear it, bro.
Oh, you can hear us?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was loud. It's really loud.
you blowing your eardrums out?
Yeah.
Perfect timing off of Will. Perfect timing.
Alright, bro. I don't know.
Perfect timing.
Do y'all got any last thoughts for the pod? For the pod?
Last thoughts.
Last thoughts. Browns suck. Lions suck. Dolphins suck even worse
Should we,
somehow.
Hold up, pause.
Me and Levi can agree
Hold
on
up,
that.
Christian Will, should we? I know Levi won't be there, and we'd have Ethan instead. Do we get a fourth string football vlog of the Panthers game, bro? Do we vlog the Panthers game, or no?
I check. Go in the comments and say if
Yeah,
y'all
go
want
in the
that.
comments.
Smash that like button.
If I'm being so for real, if we get
We get 12
if we
views,
get-
it's
if
gonna be
we
all
get
from me.
5 actual comments of people that say, "quote Please vlog the Panthers game." Period. And that's exactly what they type. If we get 5 of those, we will vlog it. Okay, including like
We're not getting none.
That's my point. That's why I said 5 actual comments, bro. You gotta have 5 people in the comments ask for it.
My mom, my dad, me.
I don't have a camera.
My grandpa.
I have to be vlogging on my phone.
No, you got to get Caleb.
I got my GoPro.
He's got a comment.
Oh, wait,
Caleb got
I got a GoPro.
Alright.
Yo, we got to get Caleb next episode.
Hey,
Oh, Caleb, special guest Caleb. Yes.
you have
yeah.
to go back to
Yeah, we
your
gotta do-
house.
we gotta
You have to
do-
go back home, bro.
No,
view
he
from
can
the
get it
iPad.
on his iPad.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, okay. So we'll have Caleb
Alright.
next week.
Alright. Well,
The week
we'll plan
the week
this-
after.
Alright,
we'll plan
this is-
this
we can
after
discuss
episode,
this
but
after,
we can
exactly.
Discuss this off air. Off air.
Exactly.
I'll see you guys next time, bro. That's been
Next
the
week.
premiere episode of Four String Podcast.
Next Thursday.
I'm excited for next Thursday when the next episode airs, for all my predictions to be proven true and all of your guys' predictions to be proven completely false. Well, mostly
Yeah,
just Christian.
Jordan
Christian
loves
don't have
sleeper.
all.
Hey, wait.
We said
Last
Donald
thing.
goes for 400.
Last
I'll be
thing.
holding it over y'all.
Last thing. I'm so confident that the Bills are going to beat the Dolphins. If the Dolphins win, I'll come on here with like a Sharpie mustache and what else?
In your underwear? I don't know.
And a Speedo. And a
In a speedo.
and a Speedo.
Flame in your head.
Alright, I'll come on with
And a flame on the side of your head.
a flame on the side of my head
and it's your drop right here. And it's your drop.
and a teardrop.
Yeah.
And I'll be butt naked.
You got. You have to get a Miami Dolphins speedo.
Alright, that's it. Alright.
I'll see y'all next time. Four String Podcast. This been episode 1, week 2 NFL review of the Pod Keezy.